We want to thank everybody who came out today. 104 entries again. Awesome, awesome turnout. Just a reminder of a few events coming up. Next Sunday is Flagler RC Racers in Palm Coast. Yes. April 3rd, Flagler RC Racing will be racing once again. Then we got April 8th, 9th, and 10th, Roar Regionals, Asphalt Region 4 Regionals here at Valkaria. If you're not following the Roar Region 4 Asphalt Championships page on Facebook, make sure you like it and follow it. We will be doing a live this week with information about that race this week. Then we have April 23rd and 24th. We're going to have round 7 of Fseara at Flagler RC Racers. May 21st and 22nd is race 8 for Fseara in Punta Gorda. And then our makeup race is in June. '25th and 26th, I believe. One for Vera. I got Law looking for Parsons and Panzica. Alright. You want to take the chicane for me? Or you want to take the middle? Okay. Thank you. And Corey Parsons, down to the chicane for me, please. Alright, let's get him turned on, checked in, guys. I need you to marshal race 3. Yes. He's marshaling this one. Cannon's got him. Alright, let's get him checked in, guys, and take him to the backstretch.
Joe DePinto. Ralph Nitzel.
Alright, let's go ahead. Bring to the backstretch. We're going to set the grid. Starting in the 1 spot's going to be Joe DePinto. In the 2 will be Ralph Nitzel. Alright, drivers, grid is set, grid is locked. The next sound you hear will be the start of your stock touring car B-Main, brought to you by Express. This is race 1, race 2, GT12, B-Main. You guys are in tech. Got DePinto out in that early lead, followed by Nitzel in the 2. Down the straightaway they work. I think they are team cars. They are painted almost identical. One's got a black wing, one's got a red wing, it looks like. As Nitzel takes a look through the inner loop, unable to make the pass, working through the chicane, down the straightaway they go. DePinto getting on the straightaway a little bit better than Nitzel. Oh, I'm sorry. Nitzel's in that top spot. See, they're painted identical. I wasn't sure which one was which. Nitzel in that top spot. DePinto into 2, all over the back bumper of Nitzel. Through the chicane, they work down the straightaway. This is stock touring car B main, GT12 B main. You should be in tech. Nitzel in that top spot. DePinto a half a second back as they're battling around the keyhole, now coming to the line. Let's make it 3/10 of a second as DePinto closed that gap on Nitzel. Nitzel getting through the chicane a little bit better that time by as we're a minute 55 down, 4:05 left to go. All right, you guys need to go around the scoring stand, not walk in front of it. Through the chicane, they work down the straightaway. Nitzel in the 1, DePinto in the 2. Side by side now, making the pass. Now Nitzel holding off. Now DePinto looking the inside into the chicane. Oh, catching the curving in the chicane. That allows Nitzel to take over that top spot once more, I think. Being colorblind, and the only thing that's different on the cars is the rear wing, so it's hard for me to tell which one's which. But it looks like Nitzel in that top spot. DePinto in the 2. Let's make it 7/10 of a second as we are approaching the halfway mark. We are halfway, drivers. Down to 2/10 now. They're side by side through the chicane. I think there was a pass. I'm not sure. No?
Yes, I'm so happy.
Ralph's got a sticker on the hood, but on the far side of the track, I can't tell. Nitzel in that top spot. DePinto in the 2. Nitzel holding on to that top spot. DePinto in the 2. Bill Fraden, if you come this way, if you could bring me something, please. DePinto's moved up to that top spot. Nitzel in the 2.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes left to go. Let's make it 7/10 now. Nitzel closing it up through the inner loop. Oh, getting on the curb a little bit. A little tight on the entry of the chicane. Cost a little bit of time for Nitzel. As they come crossing the line, it was 7/10 last time by, still 7/10. They were separated by 1/1000th of a second on lap time that last time by, with a minute 25 left to go. DePinto now 8/10 up on Nitzel, catching a little bit of curving coming into the chicane. Doesn't look like it hurt him too bad. Still got there putting some pressure on DePinto. Let's make it 1.2 seconds as the separation.
1 minute left.
As we're in the final minute. 30 seconds left to go. Less than 10 on the clock, drivers. That's the clock. There's going to be a battle for the win coming down the straightaway. 1.4 seconds was the separation as DePinto's coming across through the keyhole. Nitzel through the keyhole. Now to the line they go.
Joe DePinto done.
DePinto's going to win your stock touring car B main. Nitzel in the 2. Head over to the podium for pictures, guys. And GT12, let's turn them on, check them in. We'll get my marshals, Alonzo Jr., Corey Reckert, Brian Larkin, and James Morris out here. Alright. Are they doing podium pictures? Dave Vera, are they doing podium pictures? Alright, nobody heard me. GT12, let's get them turned on, checked in. Bartolo and Frady. I need you in 3. Oh, this is 2. Still race 2. Alright, we're at my GT12 B main. Nobody for the B main. Alright, I'm going to run the clock. No B main, GT12 B main. I'm going to run the clock. Race 3. Race 3. Start making your way to Tech. Euro truck. So just stay out here, please. Euro truck, you guys are on the line. We're running the clock out for the GT12B main. So it's going to be Alan Hall, Damian Kelly, and Paul Curry. Alright, Eurochurch, you have 4.5 minutes to the line. It'll be alright, Paul. Alright. Marshal for this race. Alonzo, Reckert, Larkin, and Morris. Hey, Bill. Your main's going on right now. If you cross the line, you're going to win the main.
2 minutes left.
Pretty much we're waiting for the timer to expire so we can start the second race.
Alright, Euro trucks, go ahead and get them checked in for me. Is my microphone working? Can somebody tell me if my microphone is working? Okay, thank you. I was wondering because...
Alan Hall. Paul Curry. Damian Kelly.
Alright. And Hernandez will have you come back and marshal this next race. We got everybody checked in. We're going to shut the straightaway down. Go to the back straightaway, guys. Let's go.
What order do you guys qualify to? Okay.
We're going to set the grid. I need one in the middle. And Alonzo, where'd you go to? I need you down here. Go down here to the pipe for me, please. Thank you. All right. Starting in the 3 spot's going to be Paul Curry. Starting in the 2, Damian Kelly. And your TQ at 16,518 is Alan Hall. All right, drivers. Grid is set, grid is locked. Next sound you hear will be the start of your Euro Truck A main. All 3 of you jump, so I'm going to let you keep on going. This is race 3, race number 4, USGTB main. You guys are in tech. USGTB main, you guys are in tech. We got Alan Hall in that top spot. Kelly in the 2, Curry in the 3. A minute 10 to go, drivers. Oh, we got Kelly.
The yellow truck is in first place.
Losing
the yellow
a
truck
wheel.
in first place.
You need to not walk in front of the scoring stand, please. Walk around it. Hall in that top spot. Curry in the 2. 6 seconds is the separation between the top 2 cars.
We are currently following first place. First place, the yellow truck.
Two minutes left.
All right, we got a minute 20 left to go.
The first place in the yellow truck.
All right. We are
1 minute left.
in the final minute. Alan Hall in that top spot. Curry in the 2. Kelly in the 3. We are moving race 2. Race 2 will be rerun right before race 8. In between race 7 and race 8, race 2 will be run. We got 30 seconds left to go, drivers. Less than 10 on the race clock. Hall still in that top spot. Curry in the 2. Kelly in the 3. That's the clock. Finish the lap you're on.
Hall Curry done.
Truck, first place. Yellow truck, first place.
Alan Hall done.
And everybody's done. Alan Hall wins it. 16,519. Paul Curry 14,507. Damian Kelly out early with over to the podium for pictures. Race 4 USGT B main. Let's get him turned on, checked in. Linebach, Merriweather, Nicholas.
Charles Linebach. Shane Nicholas. Marcus Merriweather.
Alright guys, it looks like we're not getting, there they are. Alan, over there for podium picture real quick. Alright, I need Steven Hernandez back out here to marshal. We got everybody checked in, we'll set the grid. Alright, starting in the 3 spot's going to be Shane Nicholas. In the 2, Marcus Merriweather. In the 1, Chuck Linebach. Alright guys, set your trucks down right back out to Marshall. Let's go. Just set them down here, guys. Paul Curry, Jamie Kelly, we've got to get out here and get this race going. Set them right down. Alright, I need one in the middle, one on each end. Guys, one in the middle, one on each end. Damien, if you come down on this end for me. Or one of you. Alright. Paul, go in front of the driver's stand for me then. Alright, drivers, the next sound you hear will be the start of your USGT B main. We got Linebach getting loose through the keyhole. That's going to allow Merriweather up to the top spot. Nicholas in the 2, Linebach down to the 3. This is race number 4. Race number 5, Super Stock Touring Car B Main. You guys are in tech. Linebach up to that top spot. Nicholas in the 2, Merriweather in the 3 now. Linebach still in that top spot. Nicholas in the 2, Merriweather in the 3. 1.3 seconds separates second and third as they're working through the inner loop. That of Nicholas and Merriweather. Linebach's got a 4.5 second lead over that second place car. Oh, Nicholas going upside down through the keyhole. That's going to allow Merriweather up to the 2. Linebach still in that top spot now, 7.5 seconds up as we are 3 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. Linebach in that top spot. Nicholas in the 2, Merriweather in the 3 now. Merriweather half a second back, battle for that second spot, working in through the inner loop. Nicholas in the 2, Merriweather now still a half a second back. It closes up through the chicane, down the straightaway they go. Linebach catching a little bit of curb entering the chicane. He's got a pretty big lead there side by side. And that was Merriweather catching the curb. I'm sorry. Merriweather now 6 seconds back from Nicholas. Three and a half down, 2.5 to go, drivers. Linebach still holding on to that top spot. Nicholas in the 2, Merriweather in the 3 spot.
Two minutes left.
Just under 2 minutes left to go. Linebach still in that top spot. Nicholas in the 2, Merriweather in the 3. Everybody spaced out pretty good right now. Minute 20 left to go, drivers. Linebach holding on to that top spot. Nicholas in the 2, Merriweather in the 3 with a minute 10 on the clock, and we're approaching that final minute.
One minute left.
We're in the final minute. Linebach still holding on that top spot. Nicholas in the 2, Merriweather in the 3. Pick up your leader as he works through the keyhole. In front of the scoring stand, crossing the line. Chuck Linebach in that top spot. Looking to win your USGTB main. He's got 20 seconds left. Shane Nicholas in that 2 spot. He's down the back straightaway, entering into the keyhole. Catching a little bit of curbing. Letting Linebach by. Good courteous driving. Thank you very much. Marcus Merriweather working through the keyhole. In front of the scoring stand with less than 5. That's the clock. Finish the lap you're on. Nicholas getting loose to the chicane. That's going to allow Merriweather to close the gap. It was 5 seconds.
Charles Linebach done.
Merriweather working through the keyhole. Or Nicholas through the keyhole. But Merriweather through the keyhole.
Shane Nicholas done.
Nicholas going to hold on to that 2 spot. And Marcus Merriweather in the 3. Marcus closing 3 seconds on that last lap. Good job, guys. Everybody is done. Chuck Linebach wins it 21-609. Shane Nicholas 19-614. And Marcus Merriweather 19-617. Set your car. If we're doing podium pictures, to the podium. Race 4-5-4. Super Stock Touring Car B main. You guys are on the line. Moss, Carrera, Hall, Davis, and Turner. Get them turned on, checked in, guys.
Will Carrera.
All right, let's go. Let's get them turned in. Let's get them turned on, checked in. B main. I need 1 on each end, 1 in the middle. Drivers, 1 on each end, 1 in the middle. Thank you. And if I can get somebody that's going to hang out in front of the, help me out in front of the driver's stand. Thank you very much, Franklin. I appreciate it.
Ken Ross. Joshua Turner.
Alright, Marcus, if you go to where that box is painted on the ground, no, right over that way, turn around, and yeah, walk it right across, and now turn right. You see that box painted? Right there, there we go.
Zachary Davis.
Alright, looking for Alan Hall to check in. We'll go ahead and we'll shut the straightaway down. Shut the straightaway down. We're going to set the grid. So straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. That means don't go down the straightaway anymore. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. We're setting the grid. Starting in the 5 spot's going to be Joshua Turner. Starting in the 4, Zachary Davis. Starting in the 3 will be Alan Hall.
Alan Hall.
Starting in the 2, Will Carrera. And your BQ for Super Stock Touring Car, brought to you by Team EAM, is Ken Moss. Bring it up to the line there. Alright, grid is set, grid is locked. Drivers, the next sound you hear will be the start of your Super Stock Touring Car B main. Hall going from 3rd to 1st on the grid. Moss getting the a rough start going down to that 4 spot. Meanwhile, we got Hall in that top spot. Carrera in the 2. Oh, Hall getting loose coming out of the corner. That's going to allow Carrera. He slowed down. He must have tapped him. I didn't see it. It was right behind my computer. Good, courteous driving. Thank you very much there, Will. Now we got 1, 2, 3. Hall, Carrera, and Moss here in front of the stand. Carrera gets by. It's going to put Carrera in the 1, Moss 2, Hall 3, Turner in the 4, Davis in the 5. This is Super Stock Touring Car B Main, Modified Touring Car B Main. You guys are in tech. Modified Touring Car B Main, you are in tech. Modified Touring Car B Main, you are in tech. We got Carrera holding on to that top spot. Moss in the 2, Hall in the 3. Top 3 cars separate by 1.4 seconds. Hall all over the back bumper of Moss, trying to get that second spot back as they're working through the keyhole. 1, 2, and 3. Hall making a nice pass here in front of the scoring stand up to that 2 spot. Moss down to the 3. Can Hall mount a charge on Carrera? Oh, 1 getting on the curb. Tighten up that top 3 field as Carrera just caught a little bit of that tumbling car. 1 second separate top 3 cars. 1, 2, 3 around the keyhole now in front of the scoring stand, across the line and through the inner loop. Carrera in the 1, Hall 2, Moss 3. Half a second separate 1 and 2. Half a second separate 2 and 3. As Hall now closing that gap around the keyhole, taking a look around, unable to make the pass. Let's make it 4/10 now for Hall. Behind Carrera, Moss in that 3 spot, only 7/10 back from Hall. Oh, Carrera looked like he got... Carrera still holding on that top spot, able to pull out to 7/10 now. Hall in the 2, Moss in the 3, Davis 4, Turner 5. 2:35 down, 3:25 left to go. 1, 2, 3, crossing the line. Let's make it 9/10, separate top 3 cars now as they work in through the chicane. Down the straightaway they go. In through the keyhole. Carrera in the 1, Hall 2, Moss 3, 1, 2, 3, working in through the inner loop.
There's a battle between
6/10
first place
separate
and
top
second
3
place.
cars now. That battle for that top spot really
First place
intensifying.
and
Hall catching a little bit of
second
curbing
is
in the
the
middle of the
red
chicane,
one.
allowing
Pink.
Carrera to pull away just a bit. That made Moss have to check up as well. 9/10 is the separation. Top 3 cars. Hall now putting a bunch of pressure on Carrera through the chicane. Now down the straightaway they go. They're getting ready to come up on traffic. Davis and Turner. 1, 2, 3. Almost side by side. 3 wide going around the keyhole. Now into the inner loop they go. Nose to tail. In through the chicane. Carrera 1. Hall 2. Moss 3. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. Moss taking a look on the inside. A little bit of contact between Moss and Hall, but now Moss putting pressure on Carrera. As we're approaching 2 minutes to go. Moss looking on the outside through the short chute, unable to
2
make the
minutes
pass.
left.
Carrera holding him off. Coming down off the straightaway in through the keyhole. Carrera keeping on the inside. He's saying, if you're going to pass me, it's going to have to be on the outside. Carrera will give him a lane if he jumps the curb. Down the straightaway they go. Carrera in the 1, Moss in the 2. 2/10 was the separation last time by. They're closing it up. Now coming across the line once again. Let's make it 1/10 of a second. Separate top 2 cars with 1:30 left to go, drivers. Moss taking a look on the inside through the middle of the chicane. Unable to make the pass. Carrera able to hold him off into that top spot. Moss in the 2. Meanwhile, Hall starting to close that gap in that 3 spot as they're battling it out. Oh, top 2 cars get together. That's going to allow Hall up to the 2 spot. So it's a 3-car battle once again down the straightaway with 1:10 to go. Carrera in the 1, Hall in the 2 now. Moss in the 3. Hall hard charge
1
through the
minute left.
chicane. Unable to take advantage with 55 seconds left to go. Hall taking a look on the inside through the keyhole. Oh, Hall going upside down. Meanwhile, up front, Moss all over the back bumper of Carrera. with 40 seconds left to go, drivers. Carrera catching a little bit of curving, so does Moss through the keyhole. Moss trying to find every which way to get away around Carrera. Carrera catching curving through the chicane. Moss and they both get together going down the straightaway. Side by side, Moss into the top spot at the end of the straightaway. Moss now getting loose going into the blue with got a body tuck on Carrera. Moss being courteous and holding up. That's allowing Hall to get back in with less than 10 on the race clock. His top three through the chicane down the straightaway they go. They're going to get this lap in. One more in, it looks like. They are. This is going to be the final lap. Moss in that top spot through the chicane. Carrera 2. Hall in the 3 down the straightaway they go. Can Moss hold him off, working through the keyhole? He's going to have, he had about a 1 second lead. Hall making a hard charge on Carrera.
Will Carrera done.
And we're looking for one, and everybody's done. Ken Moss is going to win your Super Stock B main. Will Carrera in the 2, Alan Hall in the 3, Zachary Davis in the 4, Joshua Turner in the 5. Set your cars down, come back out and marshal. Race number, which is now 5, modified touring car B main. Let's get them turned on and checked in. Modified B main, let's get them turned on, checked in.
Michael Bruce.
Joaquin DeSoto, Mike Smith, and Michael Bruce.
Mike Smith. Joaquin DeSoto.
VTA B main, you guys are in tech. All right, let's get them checked in. Let's go. All right, my marshals from that last race. Moss, Carrera, Hall, Davis, and Turner. All right. All right, I see. All right. There's Carrera. So looking for Moss and Hall to marshal. All right, we're going to shut the straightaway down. Straightaway's closed. We're going to set the grid. Straightaway's closed. That means don't go down the straightaway. All right. And I need somebody in the middle. Thank you. All right. And Alan Hall, where you at? Need you down in the chicane, buddy. Where's Alan at? I can't see him. I don't see him. In the middle. I'm sorry, in the chicane, Alan. In the chicane. Starting in the 3 spot, it's going to be Michael Bruce. In the 2, Mike Smith. And in the 1 spot, your BQ is Joaquin DeSoto. Drivers, next sound you hear will be the start of your modified touring car, brought to you by the B-Main, brought to you by Phantom. Need to walk around the scoring stand, not in front of it, please. Oh, Mike Smith catching the curb hard. We got DeSoto in that top spot, Bruce in the 2, Smith in the 3. VTA B main, you guys are in tech. VTA B main is in tech. have DeSoto in that top spot. Bruce in the 2, Smith in the 3. DeSoto holding on that top spot. Is he crossing the line? Bruce crossing the line. It is 1.6 seconds separate top 2 cars as they work in through the chicane. Smith in that 3 spot. He is 4 seconds back from Bruce. Minute 20 down, 3:40 left to go, drivers. DeSoto in that top spot, Bruce in the 2, Smith in the 3. Careful on the backstretch, we are clear. DeSoto still in that top spot, Bruce in the 2, Smith in the 3. DeSoto now 3.1 up on Bruce in that 2 spot. As we're 2 minutes down, 4 minutes left to go. VTA Beam Main, you guys should be in tech. Outlaw Doe, Kelly, Davis, Turner, and Curry in tech. Joshua, if you want to go to tech, come back and relieve him so he can go through tech. He already went through tech? All right, go through tech. We are halfway, drivers. DeSoto in that top spot. Bruce 3.1 back in the 2. Smith in the 3. .340 down, 2:20 left to go. DeSoto still in that top spot. Bruce in the 2. Let's make it 2.4 seconds now. Oh, Bruce catching the curb, hitting the chicane. It's going to allow DeSoto to pull away as we're approaching the final 2 minutes.
2 minutes left.
2 to go, drivers.
First place is the white and black car. First place, the white and black car. We're currently following first place.
Soto holding on to that top spot. Bruce in the 2. Smith in that 3 spot.
One minute left.
We're in the final minute. DeSoto still holding on to that top spot. Bruce in the 2, Smith in the 3.
We are
25 seconds left to go.
We're currently following first place. First place, the white
VTA
and
B
black
main, you
car.
should be through tech. Less than 10, drivers. That's the clock. Finish the lap you're on. Joaquin DeSoto is going to cross the line to win your modified touring car B main. Michael Bruce in the 2, Mike Smith in the 3. Six cars down. I'm right back out to Marshall. VTA. That's getting turned on, checked in. VTA B main.
I gotta play better.
Damian Kelly, Paul Curry, Chad Outlaw, Jonathan Dew.
Alright, looking for 2 more to check in. Get my marshals out here from that last race, my B main marshals.
Joshua Turner, Zachary Davis.
Got everybody checked in. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Alright, I'm looking for my marshals. I see Smith. Looking for DeSoto and Bruce. Alright, Joaquin, can you take the middle for me, please? Can you take right in the middle for me? Yeah, can you take right in the middle for me? Michael Bruce, where you at? Michael Bruce.
He's in the next race.
All right. I need a marshal over here, Michael. I need you or a replacement over here to marshal. Let's go. All right, we'll set the grid. Starting in that 6th spot's going to be Paul Curry. In the 5, Joshua Turner. In the 4, Zachary Davis. In the 3, Damian Kelly. In the 2, Jonathan Doe. And your BQ for VTA, brought to you by Michael's RC Hobbies, is Chad Outlaw. All right, let's get him on. Let's get him in spots. Let's get him on the grid, guys. Let's get him on the grid. I still need a marshal. Well, I'm getting a start. I'm waiting on a marshal over here. Yes. All right, I need you over here, Michael. Over where the pipe, over here in the middle of this, on this side. All right, drivers. Grid is set, grid is locked. Next sound you hear will be the start of your VTA B main. Outlaw on that top spot. Kelly up to the 2, Doe in the 3. Davis in the 4. Curry 5. Turner in the 6. 1, 2, 3. Through the keyhole they work, and 4 as well. 2, 3, 4, nose to tail as they working through the inner loop. Through the short chute they go. Outlaw in that top spot, Doe in the 2, Kelly in the 3. Oh, hold it. All right, thank you for giving that position back. Curry in that 5 spot. He is right there behind Davis. 3, 4, 5, working. Oh, Curry catching the curb. Falling off that battle for that third spot. Minute 15 down, 4:45 left to go. Outlaw still on that top spot. Doe 1.3 back as they work through the keyhole. Coming across the line. Kelly in the 3. Davis in the 4. Curry in the 5. Turner in the 6. With 4:15 left to go, drivers. GT12 will be the next race. GT12 B main will be the next race. So you should be in tech. GT12 B main should be in tech. As we're 2 minutes down, 4 to go. Down, 3.5 to go. Outlaw still in that top spot. Doe in the 2. Doe 1.5 seconds back last time by. Looks like Outlaw's been able to pull it away just a bit. Kelly still in that 3 spot. Davis in the 4. Curry 5. Turner 6. .45 left to go. Outlaw still in that top spot. Doe in the 2. Kelly 3. Davis in the 4. Davis 2.1 back from Kelly now. As Kelly's working through the chicane, working some traffic. Down the straightaway he goes. As we are approaching 2 minutes left to go, drivers.
2 minutes left.
We have 2 minutes left to go. Outlaw still in that top spot. Doe in the 2. Kelly 3. Davis 4. Curry 5. Turner 6. Everybody kind of in their own little area. Kelly trying to close that gap on Doe. It was 2.7. It's now 2.4 seconds. So Kelly trying to close that gap onto the second spot as they work through the chicane. Down the straightaway good. Doe in the 2. Kelly in the 3. Let's make it 1.9. Kelly starting to make a charge here with 1:15 left to go. Trying to charge up to that second spot. Outlaw in that top spot, 6 seconds up on Doe in the 2. Kelly in the 3. Kelly trying to close that gap. 1.9 last time by. Let's make it 1.7 now as we are
1 minute left
in the final minute. Davis in the 4. Curry in the 5. Turner in the 6. Kelly closing it a little bit more. It looks like 1.8. So Doe was about 8 thousandths of a second faster that last time by. But now Kelly closing the gap big time this lap as they're coming across the line here. It was 1.8. Let's make it 1.2. Battle for that second spot is on with 20 seconds left to go as they work into the chicane. Oh, Kelly getting a little loose entering the chicane. That might give Doe enough breathing room as we are less than 10 on the race clock. They're going to get one more lap in. Doe trying to hold on to that second spot. Kelly trying to catch it. 1.5 seconds was the separation last time by. That's the clock. Finish the lap you're on. Outlaw crossing the line to win your B main. Doe going through the keyhole. Stay until the race is done, guys. Stay until the race is done.
Damian Kelly done.
Yeah.
Joshua
Everybody's
Turner
done. Chad Outlaw wins your VTA B main. Jonathan Kelly, Damian Kelly in the 3. Zachary Davis in the 4th. Paul Curry in the 5. And Joshua Turner in the 6. All right, 6 cars down. In tech, right back out to Marshall. Let me get Outlaw and Doe. Outlaw and Doe, come back for the next race, please. Marshall, the next race for me, please. Jonathan and Chad. Marshall, the stock touring car A main for me. All right, let's get them checked in, guys. Jonathan, just need you to come back for the next race for me. No, not this one, the next one. Thank you.
Alberto Bartolome. Bill Fraden.
All right, get the rest of my marshals, Kelly, Davis, Curry, and Turner out here. Paul, take right there in the chicane for me. Thank you. All right, and we got our marshals. All right, we're going to set the grid. Right into the backstretch. Starting in the 2 spot's going to be Bill Fraden. And your PQ for GT12 is Alberto Bartolome. Go up to the box. All right, grid is set, grid is locked. Drivers, the next time you're going to be your GT12 B main. Got Bartolo in that top spot, Fraden in the 2. This is GT12B main. That means stock touring car A main. You guys are in tech. Stock touring car A main. You are in tech. Bartolo in that top spot, Fraden into 1.1 seconds is the separation. Those 2 cars. Stock touring car A main, you guys are up next. We got Bartolo in that top spot, Fraden in the 2.
Yeah, bro. Something fucked up with us. At least give him a jump. Give him a Tesla, Joe.
done that shit. Put the long battery in, one of my things won't go nowhere. Hell, I've been faster than a damn dead truck now. Well, you can drive it.
2:45 down, 3:15 left to go.
¿Dónde está jodido? But I haven't ran it hot, bro. It's got to be the motor that would keep doing that shit. Bring it all the way.
I can't fix your small enough to put that up.
Not even hot. Touch it.
Bill Fraden in that top spot now with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Tough luck for Bartolo falling out of this one. Approaching 2 minutes left to go, drivers.
I charged it. Yeah, but está 0.14. Okay, so that's the problem with battery.
2 minutes left.
Está bueno el carro. Pero tú lo cambiaste en mi charger. I mean, uno es lo mismo, es un handle, como quieras, aunque yo no la cargue. Bro, está 0 punto algo. Está dañada la batería. Y esa es la que voy a correr yo ahora. This is the same problem I was having last time over there.
Minute and a half to go, drivers.
Pick it up, Brayden. Break some lap time. Go ahead. Keep running. Finish your race. What the hell? No tenía, no, tú viste cómo estaba haciendo.
All right, driver, you got 1 minute left to go. 1 to go.
1 minute left.
Hold you. Fraden in that top spot.
We've been watching.
30 seconds left to go.
Yeah, it's fun.
Stock touring car, you should be through tech. That's the clock. Finish the lap you're on. And Bill Fraden, you're going to win the GT12 B main. Bartolo in the 2. 6 cars. Marshall. Now that I had to do that, I'm going to need some volunteer marshals, please. Thank you, Felix. I appreciate it. We'll get Jonathan Doe back out here. And A-Main, let's get him turned on, checked in. It's going to be Peets, Parsons, Schaefer, Bristol, Bruce, Fseara, Diaz, Williams, Celebrico, and Kessler.
Abner Televico. Jared Parsons. Eddie Schaefer. Shane Williams. Franco Centenaro. Jesus Diaz. Lee Kessler. Chad Peets.
Alright, looking for my GT12s out here to marshal.
Michael
Alright, I
Booth.
need one in the middle. Alright, we're going to close the straightaway down. Straightaway is closed, so we can set the grid. Straightaway is closed. Don't go down the straightaway. Don't go down the straightaway. Don't go down the straightaway. I need a marshal in the middle. Thank you, sir. Fraden, if you'll come over here by the pipe over here, please. Bill Fraden over here by the pipe, please. And Bartolo, if it gets you to take the short shoot. Bartolo. Bartolo, over to the short shoot, please. All right, we're going to set the grid. Starting in the 10 spot is going to be Lee Kessler. In the 9, Abner Telebrico. In the 8, Shane Williams. In the 7, Jesus Diaz. In the 6, Franco Centenaro. In the 5, Michael Bruce. In the 4, Daniel Bristol. In the 3, Eddie Schaefer. In the 2, Jared Parsons. And your TQ for Stock Touring Car brought to you by Express at 25,603, Chad Peets. All right. All right, drivers, grid is set, grid is locked. The next sound you hear will be the start of your Stock Touring Car A-Main. Careful through the keyhole, guys. The body tuck on the other side. I got it. All right, we got Bristol on that top spot, Schaefer in the 2, Pete's in the 3. Centenaro 4, Parsons 5, Diaz 6, Williams 7, Kessler 8, Telebrico 9, Bruce 10. There you got Bristol on that top spot. Schaefer in the 2, Pete's in the 3. Leader through the chicane, second and third through the chicane. We got Centenaro in that 4 spot. Parsons in the 5, Diaz 6, Williams 7, Telebrico 8, Kessler 9, Bruce 10. Your leader working the keyhole now. Schaefer trying to close that gap. 1 second last time by, this time by 1.2, so Bristol able to put a little bit of distance between him and Schaefer. Pete's right on the back bumper of Schaefer for that 2 spot. He was only 7/10 back last time by. 1, 2, 3 around the keyhole. 1.5 seconds now separate top 3 cars as they work in through the chicane. We got Parsons in the 4, Diaz 5, Centenaro 6, Williams 7, Telebrico 8, Kessler 9, Bruce 10. VTA, race 9, VTA, A-Main, you guys are in tech. VTA, A-Main, you are in tech. 2:15 down, 3:45 left to go, drivers. Top 3 cars starting to close it up as they're getting ready to come up on some traffic. He moves over, lets that battle go through. Thank you very much. 1, 2, 3, coming off the straightaway now in through the keyhole. Bristol in the 1, Schaefer 2, Pete's 3. Crossing the line. Just 1 second separate top 3 cars now as they work in through the chicane. We got Bristol in that top spot. Schaefer 2, Pete's 3. Down the straightaway they work. Through the keyhole, Bristol able to put a little bit of distance on Schaefer. That time it's 6/10 for Schaefer. 4/10 back from Pete's from Schaefer. 1 second separate top 3 cars down the straightaway they go. Your leader's getting ready to come up on some traffic that is battling for position. Parsons in the 4, Diaz 5, Centenaro 6, Williams 7, Telebrico 8, Kessler 9, Bruce 10. Pete's Schaefer and Pete's getting around Bristol there on that last lap. So Schaefer in the 1, Pete's 2, Bristol down to the 3. They come off the straightaway around the keyhole. Schaefer getting a little loose here in front of the scoring stand. Pete's unable to take advantage. It's 7/10 separate top 3 cars as they work into the chicane. Down the straightaway they go. Schaefer still holding on to that top spot. Careful coming on onto the scoring straight. That's your leaders there, Santanero. That's your leaders. Thank you very much. Schaefer starting to come up on
2 minutes
traffic.
left.
Pete's in the 2. Bristol in the 3. Schaefer trying to work through that traffic. Gets through Telebrico. Bristol falling off that battle for the top spot just a little bit. Pete's now right on the back bumper. Schaefer take a look on the inside. Oh, they get together coming off. Pete's holds up. Good job. That's going to put Bristol right back into the battle. Bristol and Pete's get together just a little bit. Both get sideways, able to keep on going. Schaefer in that top spot. Bristol in the 2, Pete's in the 3 now. Parsons in the 4, Diaz 5, Williams 6, Santanero 7, Kessler 8, Bruce 9, Telebrico 10. With 1:15 left to go. Schaefer with 0.8 of a second advantage over Bristol in the 2. Pete's in that 3 spot. Pete's 1.1 back from Bristol. So just 2 seconds still separate top 3 cars as they work around through the keyhole. They got 1 car in front of, in between them, that of Bruce. Your leader, Eddie Schaefer down the straightaway. Bristol in the 2. 45 seconds left to go, drivers. Now 1 second is the separation, top 2 cars. Schaefer able to put a little bit of cushion. Now Bristol making a hard charge down through the chicane, down the straightaway. 30 seconds left to go. Bristol really closing it up here through the keyhole and in front of the scoring stand. It was 1 second. Let's make it 0.8 of a second now separation with 20 seconds left to go, drivers. Pete's in that 3 spot. He is 1.1 back from that battle for the lead. With 15 seconds left to go, they're going to get this lap and 1 more in. It's going to be the final lap as we follow that leader through the leaders through the chicane down the straightaway. Less than 5 drivers working off the straight into the keyhole. Schaefer in that top spot. Bristol 2, Pete's 3, crossing the line. Eddie Schaefer's going to win your stock drink car. Amen. Bristol in the 2, Chad Pete's in the 3. Everybody else, keep going, keep going, keep going. Finish the lap you're on.
Abner Telebrico
Keep
done.
going, keep going.
Franco Centenaro done.
Looking for 1
Jared
more.
Parsons done.
And everybody's
Jesus
done.
Diaz done.
Jared Parsons is going to finish
Shane
in the
Williams
4
done.
spot. Jesus Diaz in the 5. Franco Centenaro in the 6. Shane Williams in the 7. Michael Bruce in the 8. In the 9. And Abner Telebrico in the 10. Schaefer, Bristol, Pete's to the podium for pictures. Everybody else, set your cars down in tech. Right back out to Marshall. Race 9, DTA, A-Main, you guys. Let's turn them on, check them in. Moss, Rona, Depenta, Inkson, Pendergraph, Vega, Cubulus, King, Hutton, and Mitchell.
Greg Rogina. Jake Engstrom. Joe DePinto. Liz Vega. Steve King. Jonathan Hutton. Ralph Nitzel. Steve Pendergraft. Alex Cabillas.
Alright, get my marshals back out here. Looking for Ken Moss to check in. Alright, still looking for Ken Moss to check in. Want to check for my marshals here. I see Schaefer, Bristol. Alright, Pete's. There he is. Parsons there. Diaz. Santanero, there he is. Williams, there he is. Bruce, there he is. Kessler, there he is. Calabrese, there he is. Alright, let's get it. We're going to go ahead and set the grid. Starting that 10 spot's going to be Ralph Nitzel. In the 9, Jonathan Hutton. In the 8, Steve King. In the 7, Alex Cubulus. In the 6, Las Vega. In the 5, Steve Pendergraft. In the 4, Jake Engstrom. In the 3, Joe DePinto. In the 2, Greg Rona. And your TQ for VTA brought to you by Michael's RC Hobbies at 22-650 is Ken Moss. Alright, drivers, grid is set, grid is locked. Next sound you hear will be the start of your VTA A main. The Pinto catching some curbing through the keyhole. We've got Moss in that top spot. Rona in the 2, Engstrom 3, DePinto in the 4. Oh, careful coming on straightaway. Engstrom hedging the curb coming on straightaway, able to hold on to that 3 spot, but DePinto right on his back bumper now. Meanwhile, we got Moss in that top spot. Rona in the 2. Engstrom in the 3, DePinto in the 4. Pendergraft in the 5, Nitzel in the 6. Hutton in the 7, King in the 8, Cubulus 9, Vega in the 10. Meanwhile, up front, Moss and Rona separated by just a half a second as they work in through the short chute. Now in through the chicane they go. Down the straightaway. Oh, one getting tumbling. Minute 40 down, 4:20 left to go. Once again, this VTA is brought to you by Michael's RC Hobbies. Rona in that top spot now. Moss in the 2 as they go across the stripe. Engstrom in the 3 spot. DePinto in the 4. Pendergraft in the 5. Nitzel 6. King in the 7. Cubulus 8. Hutton 9. Vega in the 10. Pick your leaders up. Coming through the keyhole. And crossing the line. 6/10 last time by, now just a half a second. Oh, Moss catching a little bit of curving going through the inner loop. Engstrom trying to close that gap. He is 1.8 back from that battle for the lead. As they work the straighter now through the keyhole they go. Let's make it 1.5 seconds now. Separate from that battle is Engstrom. He's closing that gap. Running that top spot. Moss in the 2, Engstrom in the 3. 1, 2, 3. Working through the inner loop. Rona starting to put a little bit of distance between him and Moss. Now it is 1.6 seconds. Engstrom just 0.8 back from Moss. DePinto in the 4. Pendergraft in the 5. Meanwhile, your leaders starting to work traffic down the straightaway. He goes the all-white car with Race VTA down the side. And we got that gray car with the white stripe on the bottom. of Ken Moss in the 2, and Engstrom the white with the black hood in the 3 spot. Engstrom closing it up through the chicane. Moss trying to take his time, working through traffic. Be courteous, drivers. These guys are battling for position here, top 3 spots. Engstrom really closing it in through the chicane. 1 car separate. Engstrom catching the curb. Down the straightaway they go. It was only a half a second separating Moss and Engstrom last time by. Engstrom trying to catch back up after catching that curve through the chicane. It is 8/10 now as we are
2 minutes left.
2 minutes left to go, drivers. Rona in that top spot. He's got a 2.2 second advantage over that battle for a second. Moss in the 2, Engstrom in the 3, DePinto in the 4, Pendergraph in the 5. DePinto starting to close that gap on that battle for a second. Oh, he gets hung up in some traffic. It's going to allow Engstrom to pull away. Now Engstrom right on the back bumper of Moss as they're coming across the line. It was 9/10. It's now just 3/10 of a second. Moss in that 2 spot, catching the curb. Engstrom up to the 2 now, through the chicane. Moss in the 3 spot. GT12A main, you should be through tech. GT12A main, you should be through tech. As we are
1 minute left.
1 minute to go. Rona in that top spot. Engstrom in the 2. Moss in the 3. DePinto in the 4. 3/10 is the separation. Top or second and third as they battle down the straightaway. They will come up on traffic as we have 40 seconds left to go, working through the keyhole. Engstrom pushes wide, but able to hold off here in front of the scoring stand. The white car and the gray and white car are second and third. Please let them go by. They're battling for position down the straightaway. They work down at the end of the straightaway. Thank you very much. With 20 seconds left to go. Engstrom in that 2 spot. Oh, catching curb through the inner loop, getting loose. That allows Moss to close that gap. Moss catching a little bit of curb coming into the chicane. With less than 10 on the race clock. It looks like they're going to get this lap, maybe one more in. Yeah, they will get another one in. Now this is going to be a battle for that second spot. Down the short chute in through the chicane. Oh, Engstrom catching the curb in the middle of the chicane.
Steve Pendergraph done.
Engstrom might have a little bit more extra horsepower down the straightaway. Engstrom now coming in. Moss looking through the inside, coming across to the line. They bang up doors. Moss up to the 2, Engstrom into the 3. DePinto in the 4. We're looking for one more to finish up. Track still hot. Marshall's track is still hot. Track is still hot. Everybody is done. Greg Brown is going to win your VTA A-Main. Ken Moss in the 2, Jake Engstrom in the 3, Joe DePinto in the 4, Steve Pendergraph in the 5, Alex Kubelis in the 6, Steve King in the 7, Jonathan Hutton in the 8, Las Vegas in the 9, and Ralph Nitzel in the 10. 6 cars down in tech, 6 cars down in tech, right back out to Marshall. GT12, let's turn them on, check them in.
My team. Franco Centenaro Sr. Richard Johnston. Chris Draper. Steve Pendergraph. Steve Kamen. Fred Rodriguez. Brandon Diaz. Wesley Ransel. Izzy Santiago.
I got everybody checked in. Get my marshals. Okay. Gonna go ahead and set the grid. Starting in that 10 spot is gonna be Chris Draper. In the 7, Steve Kamen. In the 8, or I'm sorry, in the 9, Steve Kamen. In the 8, Izzy Santiago. In the 7, Fred Rodriguez. In the 6, Franco Centenaro Sr. In the 5, Steve Pendergraft. In the 4, Richard Johnston. In the 3, Wesley Ramsdell. In the 2, Brandon Diaz. And your TQ for GT12 brought to you by Fleckler RC at 23. 6 to 11 is Mike. All right, drivers, grid is set. Grid is locked. Okay, Steve boys. All right, drivers, grid is set. Grid is locked. The next sound you hear will be the start of your GT12 A main. Great start, guys. Great start. That's the way to do it. Got Bean in that top spot. Diaz in the 2. Ramsdell in the 3. Oh, Ramsdell getting loose coming to the line. That allows Pendergraft to get right on the back bumper in the 4 spot. Rodriguez trying to take a look on the inside, now coming off the straight. Rodriguez up to the 4. Johnson in the 5. Heyman in the 6. Heyman in the 5. Pendergraft in the 6. Santiago 7. Draper 8. Diaz 9. Santanero in the 10. This is GT12 A main, race 10, race 11, super stock touring car A main. You guys are in tech as we're 1 minute down, 5 to go. Minute 20 down, 4:40 left to go. Being in that top spot. Ramsdell in 2, Rodriguez 3, Johnson in the 4. Came in the 5, Pendergraft 6, Diaz 7, Santiago 8, Draper 9, Santanero 10. Came in and Pendergraft battling it out. Nose to tail down the straightaway. They were coming out of the chicane. Came in able to put a little bit of distance down the straightaway on Pendergraft. Let's make it 3/10 separate between Cayman and Pendergraft. That's the closest battle on the racetrack. Rodriguez just 7/10 back from Johnson. Draper just 4/10 back from Santiago. And Santanero just 6/10 back from Draper. Meanwhile, up front, Mike Bean coming around the keyhole now in front of the scoring stand and crossing the line. Careful through the short chute. It is clear. Being in that top spot, Ramsdell in the 2. He is 3.2 seconds back. Johnson in the 3, came in 4, Diaz 5, Rodriguez 6, Santiago 7, Pendergraft 8, Draper 9, Santanero 10. As we're approaching the halfway mark. We are halfway, drivers. Being in that top spot, Ramsdell 2, Johnson 3, Diaz 4, Rodriguez 5, Santiago 6. Santiago just 7/10 back from Rodriguez. Pendergraft in the 7, Draper in the 8, Draper just 9/10 back from Pendergraft. Santanero in the 9, Cayman in the 10. Needs to hold on that top spot.
Two minutes left.
Minute 55 left to go. Being in that top spot, Ramsdell in the 2, Johnson 3, Diaz 4, Rodriguez 5, Santiago 6, Pendergraft 7. 2.5 seconds separate Rodriguez, Santiago, and Pendergraft. You got Draper in that 8 spot, Centenario in the 9, Cayman in the 10. Pendergraph starting to close that gap, making it 1.7 between 5th through 7th. With a minute 20 to go, drivers. Bean holding on to that top spot. He's got a 2.3 second advantage over Ramsdell in the 2. Ramsdell getting through traffic.
1 minute left.
Let's make it 1.5 seconds now with 1 minute left to go. Ramsdell trying to make a hard charge here towards the end of this race. Down the straightaway they go. Bean in that top spot. Ramsdell in the 2. Ramsdell really closing the gap now. Let's make it 9/10 of a second as they work through the short chute. Stay low, coming to the line. Low, coming to the line is clear. Bean in the 1. Ramsdell in the 2. They're working through the keyhole. 9/10 was the separation last time by. We now have 25 seconds left to go. It is 7/10 of a second. Ramsdell making up huge ground here late. Oh, Ramsdell getting loose coming onto the straightaway. That's going to give Bean some more breathing room with 15 seconds left to go. Careful through the inner loop. Careful through the inner loop. Stay high through the inner loop. It is clear. 9/10 is the separation with less than 5 on the race clock, drivers. Battle for that wing coming through the keyhole.
Chris Draper done.
In front of the scoring stand, Mike Bean's going to cross the line to win your GT12A main. Wesley Ramsdell in the 2.
Ramsdell done.
Everybody else keep going until you hear your name.
Steve Pendergraph done. Steve Kamen done. Richard Johnston
Looking
done.
for 2 more track.
Izzy Santiago done.
Everybody is done.
Franco Centenaro.
Mike Bean wins your GT12A main. Wesley Ramsdell in the 2. Richard Johnson in the 3. Brandon Diaz in the 4, Fred Rodriguez in the 5, Steve Pendergraph in the 6, Izzy Santiago in the 7, Franco Centenaro in the 8, Chris Draper in the 9, Steve Kamen in the 10. Set your cars down in tech, right back out to Marshall, super stock. Let's get them turned on, checked in. Vera, Horta, Larkin, Record, Alonzo, Bamler, Peets, Morris, Hernandez, and Franklin.
Corey Record. James Morris. Danny Horta. Rich Baimler. Dave Franklin. Joey Fatone. Steven Hernandez. Lazaro Alonso Jr. Chad Peets.
I'm looking for Larkin to check in. We're going to go ahead and shut straightaway down. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Yeah, those you get your place on the stand by the way you qualified. So if somebody out qualified you and they want your spot, they can move you. Alright. So we're going to set the grid. Starting in the 10 spot's going to be Dave Franklin. In the 9, Steven Hernandez. In the 8, James Morris. In the 7, Chad Peets. In the 6, Rich Baimler. In the 5, Lazario Alonso Jr. In the 4, Corey Record. In the 3, Brian Larkin. In the 2, Danny Horta. And your Super Stock Touring Car TQ 27613, brought to you by Team EAM, is Dave Vera.
Good luck, Mr. Bean.
Alright, grid is set, grid is locked. We have marshals, drivers. The next sound you hear will be the start of your Super Stock Touring Car A main. Veer out in that whole shot. Horta in the 2, Record in the 3. Pete's in the 4, Larkin 5. Morris in the 6, Franklin 7, Baimler 8, Hernandez 9, Alonso 10. Vera still in that top spot. Horta in the 2, 3/10 back. Battle for that top spot down the straightaway. Coming in through the keyhole. That paint car, Dave Vera. Horta in the all bright yellow car in the 2 spot, working through the chicane. 2/10 last time by was the separation.
Go, go, go.
Vera in the 1, Horta in the 2, record 3, Pete's 4, Larkin 5, Bamler 6. Hernandez 7, Larkin 8, Franklin 9, Morris 10. Four 10 separate top 2 cars. Vera still in that top spot. Horta in the 2, record in the 3, Pete's in the 4, top 4 cars separate by 2.2 seconds. Bamler up to that 5 spot, Alonso down to the 6. Hernandez in the 7, Larkin 8, Franklin 9, Morris in the 10. 3 and 4 record, and Pete's battling it out down through the chicane. Pete's up to the 3 spot, record down to the 4. Meanwhile up front we got Vera in that top spot. Horta in the 2, 7/10 now separate top 2 cars. Pete's in that 3 spot, record a half a second back from Pete's. Bamler in that 5, Alonso in the 6. Alonso a half a second back from Bamler. Oh, Alonso catching the curve through the keyhole. That's going to give Bamler a little bit of breathing room as we are 2:25 down, 3:35 left to go, drivers. Front wheel drive A main, you guys are in tech. Front wheel drive A main is in tech. Here still in that top spot, a half a second up on Horta in the 2. Careful entering the chicane, careful entering the chicane. That one upside down, it is clear. Horta caught a little bit of that upside down car. Didn't hurt him too much, as it's just 6/10 separate the top 2 cars as they work through the chicane. Down the straightaway they go. Pete's in that 3 spot, record in the 4, Bamler in the 5. Bamler starting to close that gap on record for that 4 spot. It's 1.5 seconds. So 3, 4, 5 separate by 1.8 seconds as we're 2:40 left to go, drivers. Meanwhile up front, Vera in that top spot. Horta now 9/10 back. Vera inching away. Getting ready to come up on some traffic. Through the inner lip, your leaders work now down the short chute in through the chicane. Your 2 leaders get by that traffic. Pete's in the 3, record in the 4, Bamler in the 5. Let's make it 1.5 seconds separate 3rd through 5th now. Pete's with a little bit of clear track in front of him. Bamler's got record in his sights as they crossing the line. It's just now 1 second, was 6/10 with 1:45 left to go. Vera in that top spot. Horta in the 2, 7/10 is the separation. Horta cooled his tires down a little bit now, making another charge down the straightaway. They work. Vera still holding on to that top spot. Horta in the 2. Crossing the line. Let's make it a half a second now is the separation. Top 2 cars, you please walk around the scoring stand. Do not walk in front of the scoring stand. I've said this now 15 times today. Vera in that top spot. Horta in the 2. Pete's in the 3. Record 4. Bamler 5. Alonso in the 6. Hernandez 7. Franklin 8. Larkin 9. Vera's still in that top spot. Let's make it a half a second as they battle in through the inner loop now. 3:10. So as they work through the chicane with 55 seconds left to go down the straightaway they go. Vera in that top spot. Horta in the 2. Working around through the keyhole. Now crossing the line in through the inner loop. It's still 3/10 of a second. Horta getting there. Can he make the pass? Down the straightaway they work once again. Pete's in that 3-spot record for Bamler 5. 1.5 seconds separate. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Meanwhile, up front, Vera in that top spot. Horta taking a look on the inside, unable to make passing. She came down the straightaway. They work. Oh, body tuck on Bamler's car. With 15 seconds left to go. Your leaders down the straightaway. They work coming off the straightaway in through the keyhole. Vera in that top spot. Horta in the 2. They're going to get this lap and one more in as we are less than 5 on the race clock. Down the straightaway, Vera goes. Horta right behind him. That's the clock. Everybody race to the line.
Dave Franklin done. Brian Martin done.
Vera able to hold off Horta to take
Rich Baylor
your
done.
super stock touring car.
Joey
A-main
Vettel
win.
done.
Horta in the
Danny
2.
Horta done. Lazaro Alonso
Pete's
Jr.
going to
done.
be in the 3. Record
Chad
4.
Pete's
Baylor
done.
5. Alonso 6. Franklin 7. Larkin 8. Hernandez in the 9. All right, 6 cars down in tech. Back out to Marshall. Front wheel drive. Let's get them turned on and checked in.
Las Vegas. Wesley Ramsdell. Corey Parsons. Jared Parsons. Anthony Shimizi. Brandon Diaz.
All right, get
Jake
my
Engstrom.
front wheel drive checked in. Get my marshals back out here from Superstock. Rich Baimler,
Miami Mike
come
Dean.
here, please.
Will Carrera.
Looking for Paul Curry to check in. All right, we're going to go ahead and shut straight away down. Get my marshals in place. All right. All right.
Paul
Going to
Curry.
shut straight away down, set the grid. Starting in that 10 spot's going to be Paul Curry. In the 9, Brandon Diaz. In the 8, Las Vegas. In the 7, Jake Engstrom. In the 6, Wesley Ramsdell. In the 5, Mike Bean. In the 4, Jared Parsons. In the 3, Will Carrera. In the 2, Anthony Shimizi. In your TQX 23-602. For front wheel drive brought to you by Wallace Motorsports is Corey Parsons. All right, I'm missing some turn marshals here on this end down here. All right, you're gonna go down here for me? Thank you, Dave. All right, drivers. Once again, please do not walk in front of the scoring stand. Walk behind it, please. All right, drivers, grid is set, grid is locked. The next sound you hear will be the start of your front wheel drive. Amen. Parsons out in that early lead, followed by Shimizi in the 2, Carrera in the 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we have Jared in that 4 spot. Or I'm sorry, Bean in the 4, Ramsdell in the 5, Jared in the 6, Vega in the 7, Diaz 8, Engstrom 9, Curry 10. Oh, careful through the chicane. We are now clear. Parsons still, or Corey still in that top spot. Shimizi in the 2, Carrera in the 3. Being in that 4 spot. Jared in the 5. This is race 12, race 13, Formula 1. You guys are in tech. Parsons still holding on to that top spot. Corey Parsons in that top spot. Carrera in the 2. Jarrett in the 3. Bean in the 4. Meg in the 5. Schmizzy in the 6. We'll pick your leader up. Crossing the line in through the inner loop, that all white car with X-ray on the side is Corey Parsons, your leader. Will Carrera with the orange car with X-ray on the side in the 2. Jared Parsons in that 3 spot. He is only 1 second back from Carrera. Being in the 4. Vega in the 5. Diaz in the 6. Ramsdell in the 7. Ingstrom in the 8. Curry in the 9. Shimizi up to the 9. Curry down to the 10. Pick your leader up. Down the straightaway he goes. Working through the keyhole. Coming to the line. Corey Parsons in that top spot. Will Carrera in the 2. Jarrett Parsons in the 3. They are battling it out. It is just 0.6 of a second as they work into the short chute. They're coming up on some traffic through the chicane. The 2 orange cars, 2nd and 3rd. Coming off the straightaway in through the keyhole. Appreciate it, guys. Good job. Good courteous driving from Ingstrom and Curry there. Meanwhile, down the straightaway, Carrera and Jarrett work. Meanwhile, Corey Parsons out to a 5-second lead. Oh, massive body tuck on. That is 2nd and 3rd white car. 2nd and 3rd white car.
I'm fighting for a place. I'm trying to fix my career.
Jared's up to that 2 spot. Carrera down to the 3. Carrera look up to that, back up to the 2 spot. Jarrett down to the 3. Careful through the keyhole. It is clear.
2 minutes left.
We are 2 to go. Drivers Parsons in the 1, Carrera 2, Jarrett 3, Bean in the 4, Vega 5, Diaz 6, Shimizi 7, Ingstrom 8, Ramsdell 9, Curry 10. Take that battle for a second up through the chicane, down the straightaway they go. They're getting ready to come up on another car here, coming off the straightaway in through the keyhole. 2 orange cars battling for that 2nd spot. Jared takes a look on the inside, unable to make the pass, coming to the line. Oh, Jared catching the curb and rolling it through the inner lip. That's going to give Carrera a little bit of breathing room there. 2 cars separating 2nd and 3rd now, with 1:20 to go. Corey in that top spot, Carrera 2, Jared 3, Bean 4, Shimizi 5, Diaz 6, Vega 7, Ingstrom 8, Ramsdell 9, Curry 10. As we approach the final minute.
1 minute left.
1 minute left to go, drivers. Battle for that 2nd spot, heating back up as they go down through the short chute with 40 seconds left to go. Carrera in the 2, Jared in the 3, down the straightaway they work. They got Shimizi in front of them. Jared, take a look on the inside through the short chute, able to make the pass up to that 2 spot. Carrera down to the 3 with 15 seconds left to go. Can Carrera make a charge back here? They're going to get this lap in, one more in. Meanwhile, your leader, Corey Parsons, coming across the line, going to get a victory lap in here. Carrera having some trouble through the chicane. That's the clock.
Wesley
Finish the
Ransdell
lap
done.
you're on.
Anthony Shimizi done. Jared Parsons done. Will Carrera done. Brandon Diaz done. Corey
Looking
Parsons
for
done.
a few more to finish up.
Miami Mike Bean done. Jake Engstrom done. Paul Curry done. Let's
And
go.
Corey Parsons wins your front wheel drive touring car A main. Jared Parsons in the 2, Will Carrera in the 3, Mike Dean in the 4, Anthony Shimizi in the 5, Brandon Diaz in the 6, Jake Engstrom in the 7, Las Vegas in the 8, Wesley Randell in the 9A, Paul Curry in the 10. Set your cars down, come back out, Marshall Formula 1. Let's get them turned on and checked in.
Andy St. Germain. Jonathan
All right.
Damian Kelly.
Formula 1, get you guys checked in here. Get my front wheel drive back out here to Marshall.
Steve King. Izzy Santiago. Randy Miller. Dylan Rodriguez. Jonathan Hutton. Sean Wager.
Looking for Fraden to check in. Get my marshals back out here from front wheel drive. Let's see. Curry, where you at? Paul Curry. Paul Curry, where you at? Wave your hand at me. Wesley Ramsdell. All right. There's Vega right there. Engstrom. There he is. Diaz. He's lining it up. Shimizi. Right there.
Bill Fraden.
Bean. And Carrera. All right. And all right, we're set the grid. Starting in 10 spots going to be Damian Kelly. In the 9, Jonathan Dev. In the 8, Ewan Rodriguez. In the 7, Bill Fraden. In the 6, Randy Miller. In the 5, Jonathan Hutton. In the 4, Steve King. In the 3, Andy St. Germain. And in the 2, Izzy Santiago. And your TQ at 22.607. Brought to you by Slowpoke Racing is Sean Wager. All right, you're going to take the middle for me, Brandon? All right, drivers, grid is set. Grid is locked. You're going to cross over after the start, Brandon? Thank you. All right. Drivers, next sound you hear will be the start of your Formula 1 A-Main. Good start, guys. Good start. Come on now. Keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. This is race 13, race 14, USGTA main. You guys are up next. Got St. Germain in that top spot. Wager in the 2. Battle for that top spot. Crossing the line in through the inner loop. Santiago in the 3. Miller 4. Doe 5. Fraden 6. Rodriguez 7. Hutton 8. King 9. Kelly 10. St. Germain in, holding on to that top spot. 6, 10 separate top 2 cars as they work down the straightaway. They go. Santiago in the 3, Miller in the 4, Fraden 5, Doe 6, Rodriguez 7, Hutton 8, King 9, Kelly 10. USGT, you should be in tech. USGT, you should be in tech. Wager now up to that top spot. St. Germain in the 2. Make that battle for your lead up. Wager crossing the line. St. Germain having some trouble that lap. Now 4.5 seconds back. Santiago in the 3. Santiago 1.8 back from St. Germain. Miller in the 4 spot. King in the 5. Fraden 6. Hutton 7. Rodriguez 8. Doe 9. And Kelly in the 10. Those are 2.5 down. 3.5 to go, drivers. Your leader, Sean Wager, down the straightaway he goes. Wager 4.8 up on St. Germain in the 2. St. Germain through the short shoot in through the chicane he goes. Santiago in that 3 spot. King in the 4. King 7/10 back from Santiago. Trying to close that gap into the podium position. Oh, something happened to King's car. Just as he was closing that gap on Santiago, tough luck, into the pits he goes. That puts Hutton into the 4, Miller 5, Fraden 6, Rodriguez 7, Doe 8, Kelly into the 9, with 2:15 left to go. King back out on track.
Two minutes left.
2 to go, drivers, 2 to go. Wager still in that top spot. St. Germain in the 2, Santiago 3. Hutton in the 4, Fraden 5, Rodriguez 6, Miller 7, King 8, Doe 8, King 9, Kelly 10. With 1:30 left to go. We got the closest battle on the racetrack right now is between Rodriguez and Miller, and it's 2.2 seconds. So everybody's got their own piece of track right now. Doe and King now closing it in, battling for that 8 spot. Down the straightaway they go. Wager now crossing the line. King moves up to that 8 spot. Doe down to the 9 with 1 minute left to go, drivers. We got one having some trouble. Randy Miller having some trouble coming through the keyhole that last time. Able to keep it going. 45 seconds left to go, drivers. Oh, Santiago gets hung up in some traffic. Gets hung up again. That's going to allow Miller to move up to that 6 spot. Santiago down to the 7 with 25 seconds left to go. High on the backstretch, high on the back, or low on the backstretch, I'm sorry, low. It is clear. Less than 5 on the race clock, drivers. That's the clock. Keep going until you
Steve King
finish the
done.
lap you're on.
Sean Wager done. Andy St. Germain done. Jonathan Hutton done. Yulan Rodriguez done. Bill Frayden done. Izzy Santiago done. Jonathan Du done.
And
Randy
and Sean Wager wins your Formula 1 main. Andy St. Germain in the 2, Jonathan Hutton in the 3, Yulan Rodriguez in the 4, Bill Frayden in the 5, Randy Miller in the 6, Steve King in the 7, Izzy Santiago in the 8, Jonathan Doe in the 9, Damian Kelly in the 10. Set your cars down, come back out, Marshall. USGT main, let's turn them on, check them in.
Daniel Bristol.
You gotta turn that one off first. You gotta turn that one off first. Over there, where you walk by it 3 times.
Las Vegas. Jesus Diaz. Eddie Schaefer. Yulan Rodriguez. Franco Centenaro. Miami Mike Bean. Franco Centenaro Sr. Jonathan Du.
Alright, get my marshals in place.
Sean Wager.
We got Sean, everybody checked in. So I got Steve going down to the end of the straightaway. Alright. St. Germain, where you at? Alright, on there and there. Okay, there you are. Alright, there's Miller there. Alright, we are looking good. We're going ahead and set the grid. Starting in the 10th spot is going to be Jonathan Doe. In the 9, Yulan Rodriguez. In the 8, Las Vegas. In the 7, Franco Centenaro Sr. In the 6, Jesus Diaz. In the 5, Franco Centenaro. In the 4, Sean Wager. In the 3, Mike Bean. In the 2, Eddie Schaefer. And your TQ for USGT brought to you by Gravity RC at 24,612, Daniel Bristol. We good there? Alright, grid is set, grid is locked. Drivers, the next sound you hear will be the start of your USGT A main. Not careful through the keyhole. We got one upside down through the keyhole. That is Diaz. Tough luck. Diaz qualifying 6 down to that 10 spot. Meanwhile, up front we got Bristol in the 1, Schaefer in the 2. Bean in the 3, Wager in the 4, Centenaro in the 5, Senior in the 6, Rodriguez 7, Doe 8, Vega in the 8, Diaz in the 9, Doe down to the 10. Meanwhile, up front we have Bristol holding on that top spot, Schaefer in the 2. This is 14, race 15, our final race of the day. You guys are in tech, modified touring car. You are in tech. As we're 1 minute down, 5 minutes left to go, drivers. Bristol holding on to that top spot. Schaefer in the 2, Bean in the 3. 2-10 separate top 2 cars as they work into the short chute, into the chicane. Bristol catching the curb in the middle of the chicane. Schaefer trying to close that gap, coming off the straightaway. They go into the keyhole. Schaefer catching curb in the keyhole. That's going to allow Bristol to pull away just a little bit. Let's make it 0.8 of a second now. Separate top two cars. Being in the 3, Wager 4, Centenaro 5, 3, 4, 5. Working through the chicane down the straightaway they go. We got Diaz in the 8, Senior in the 9, Rodriguez 10, Vega. Rodriguez in the 8, Vega in the 9, and Doe in the 10. Minute 45 down, 4:15 left to go, drivers. Bristol still holding on to that top spot. Schaefer just 7/10 back. It's now more as Bristol able to pull away just a bit, but now 1.6 seconds. As your leader coming on the straightaway, second place onto the straightaway of Eddie Schaefer. Third place, Mike Bean closing that gap. He's only 9/10 back from Schaefer, working through the keyhole. Bean trying to close that gap. Goes a little wide here in front of the scoring stand. Let's make it 1.3 seconds now. Separate Schaefer and Bean. Wager right there on the backside of Bean. As we're 2.5 down, 3.5 to go, drivers. Bristol in that top spot. Schaefer 2, Bean 3, Wager 4. Top 4 cars separate by 4 seconds. As your leaders working traffic in through the keyhole, that silver car with the black wing or red wing, dark red wing is your leader working through the chicane. Got the purple and yellow of Eddie Schaefer. Oh, catching curve coming onto the straightaway. And we got the blue and white of Bean and the green and silver of Wager. As we are halfway, drivers. Schaefer now 2.3 back from Bristol. Bean 1.3 back from Schaefer. Wager 1.2 back from Bean. Working through the keyhole. Schaefer in that 2 spot. Bean in the 3. 2 cars separate second and third as they work down the straightaway. 3.5 down, 2.5 to go, drivers. Being able to get by 1. Now no cars separate second and third. Schaefer in the 2, Bean in the 3, down the straightaway they work. Meanwhile, Daniel Bristol's like, you guys battle it out. I'm now 2.5 seconds up here in the lead. Bean in that 2 spot. Wager in the 3. Wager 1.9 back from Bean now. Wager coming up on those 2 cars of traffic. And we get by 1. Bean trying to close that gap as 1.4 with 2 minutes left to go. Let's make it 1.5. So Schaefer able to pull away just to get that lap. Bristol still in that top spot. Schaefer 2, Bean 3, Wager 4, Centenaro in the 5. Centenaro closing the gap on Wager. He's only 1.8 back off of Wager. That's going to be that red car. So they've got 2 cars separating Wager and Centenaro with 1.5 minutes to go, drivers. Modified touring car, you should be in or through tech with Bristol in that top spot. Schaefer 2, Bean 3, Wager 4, Centenaro 5, Diaz 6, Senior in the 7, Rodriguez 8, Vega 9, Doe 10. Your leader crossing the line, second place crossing the line. Let's make it 2.7 seconds. Bristol with a little bit of a comfortable lead down the straightaway. It is about 1 straightaway separation as we approach the final minute.
1 minute left.
We're in the final minute. Bean trying to close that gap, make it 1.6 now, 1.9. Separate Schaefer and Bean. Wager in the 4. He is falling 4 seconds off of Bean. Centenaro in the 5. He is 4 seconds off of Wager. Diaz in the 6 spot. He's 4 seconds off of Centenaro. Senior in that 7th spot. He's 11 seconds back. Careful. Coming through the keyhole. It is clear. Vega catching the curve and through the keyhole, going upside down. Tough luck with 15 seconds left to go. Bristol in the 1, Schaefer 2, Bean 3, Wager 4, Centenaro 5, Diaz 6, Senior 7, Rodriguez 8, Vega 9, Doe 10. Less than 5 on the race clock, drivers. We're going to pick up Daniel Bristol as he's working the keyhole. In front of the scoring stand, coming across the line to win your USGTA main. Careful coming to the line, careful coming to the line.
Senior done. Eddie Schaefer done.
Finish the lap you're on.
Rodriguez done. Jesus Diaz done.
Looking for
Miami Mike
2
done.
more. Finish up.
Sean Wager
And
done.
everybody's done. Daniel Bristol wins your USGTA main. Eddie Schaefer in the 2. Mike Bean in the 3. Sean Wager in the 4, Franco Santamero in the 5, Jesus Diaz in the 6, Franco Santamero Sr. in the 7, Ewan Rodriguez in the 8, Las Vega in the 9, and Jonathan Doe in the 10. 6 cars down in tech, right back up to Marshall. Race 15, our final main of the day. Modified touring car, A main. The car goes over there by tech. Alright, race 15 is getting checked in, turned on, checked in.
James Morris. Corey Parsons.
And 14, your car should be down at tech in, you'd be at the Marshall.
Joey Batone. D.J.A. Polaro.
Looking for Larkin and Hernandez to check in. Alright, we're going to go ahead, shut straightaway down, straightaway's closed. Straightaway's closed. I have no check from Larkin, I have no check from Hernandez. We're going to, straightaway's closed, we're going to set the grid. Straightaway's closed, we're going to set the grid. Everybody do the straightaway and stop. Alright, he's got a minute's grace. You got 1 minute. We're going to set the grid. Starting in that 10 spot, there's no check from Hernandez, Steven Hernandez. Starting in 9, DJ Apolero. In the 8, James Morris. Why are we still making laps? I said the straightaway is closed, guys. I'm setting the grid. Get into the back stretch and stop it. The 7 spot, Brian Larkin. In the 6, Corey Record. In the 5, Lazario Alonso Jr. In the 4, Monty Panzica. In the 3, Corey Parsons. In the 2, Dave Vera. And your modified touring car, TQ, brought to you by Phantom at 28605 is Felix Law. All right. Larkin, are you on the grid? Let's go.
Brian Larkin.
All right, driver's grid is set. Grid is locked. The next sound you hear will be, well, hold on, where's my marshals at? Jonathan Doe, go down into the chicane, into the middle of the chicane. All right, there we go, we got Wager there, okay. Drivers, next sound you hear will be the start of your touring car, modified touring car, A main. Oh, come on, guys. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. We got Vera in that top spot on 2. We got 2 upside down. We shouldn't be starting off like this, guys. Use patience. Vera in the 1, Law in the 2. Parsons 3, Morris 4, Alonso 5, Apolero 6, Record 7, Panzica 8. Hernandez 9, Larkin in the 10. They're still in that top spot. Law in the 2, 3/10 separate top 2 cars as they work down the straightaway, coming in through the keyhole. Law, pink car of Dave here in that top spot. The orange and white and orange of Felix Law in the 2, down through the short chute, into the chicane. Law all over the back bumper of Veer, trying to find a way around. Coming across the line they go. Veer in the 1, Law 2, Parsons in the 3, Morris 4, Alonso 5. Apolero in the 6, Panzica 7, Record 8, Hernandez 9, Larkin 10. A minute 40 down, 4:20 left to go. Veer still in that top spot. Law just 2/10 back. We got Morris, Apollo, and Alonso through the short chute. Nose to tail through the chicane. Apolero now up to that 4 spot. Alonso into the 5, Morris into the down to the 6. Panzica in the 7, Panzica right there as well. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Morris catching the curve through the chicane. That's going to allow Panzica up to that 6 spot. I'm sorry, that was Parsons catching the curve. Veer in that top spot, Law in the 2, still 3/10 separate top 2 cars. They work around the keyhole in, crossing the line, going through the inner loop. Down through the short chute into the chicane. Law trying to find a way around. Unable to do it. 2:40 down, 3:20 left to go. Law taking a look on the inside in front of the scoring stand. Unable to make the pass. Down through the short chute now in through the chicane they work. Veer in that top spot. Law in the 2. Apolero now in the 3. Alonso 4. Morris 5. Panzica 6. Hernandez 7. Record 8. High on the straight, high on the straight. It is clear. Are you okay? 3:20 down, 2:40 left to go. Veer still in that top spot. Law in the 2. Apolero 3. Alonso 4. Morris in the 5. Hernandez 6. Record 7. Panzica in the 8. Half a second now, separate top 2 cars as they work down the straightaway they go. Veer in that top spot, Law in the 2.
Two minutes left.
4 down, 2 to go, drivers. Veer in that top spot now, 4/10 separate top 2 cars as they're starting to work traffic now through down the straightaway they go. Thank you very much. Apolero in the 3, Alonso in the 4, Morris 5, Record 6, Hernandez 7, Panzica 8. Panzica starting to close it in on Hernandez and Record. Now careful coming on the straight. It is clear. Your leaders down the straightaway they go. Half a second last time by with a minute 20. Careful in front of the scoring stand. Careful in front of the scoring stand. Careful in front of the scoring. Yeah, right here by me. That car's broke.
It's not broken, it's got rear wheel steering. It goes sideways. It's a crab, just a crab crawl.
Veer in that
1
top
minute
spot.
left.
With 1 minute left to go, Veer in the top spot, Law in the 2, 7/10 was the last time by. As they're crossing the line, let's make it 8/10 now. Veer starting to get a little bit of breathing room on Felix Law in that 2 spot. Down the straightaway they work. Apolero in the 3, Alonso in the 4, Morris 5, Records in the 6, Hernandez in the 7. Careful through the chicane, we are clear. Meanwhile, your leaders, Law trying to close that gap. A half a second now is the separation. Down through the chicane, Law closing it up in through the chicane. 15 seconds left to go. They're going to get this lap. And this is going to be their last lap here. Down through the chicane they go. Veer in that top spot. Law in the 2 down the straightaway. They were coming off the straightaway now in through the keyhole. We're in that top spot. Law in the 2.
Joey Fatone done. Felix Law done.
Finish the
Vito
lap
J.
you're
Polero
on.
done. Steven Hernandez done. Lazaro Alonso Jr.
And
done.
everybody's done. Dave Beer
Corey
wins it. Jr. in the 4. James Morris in the 5. Steven Hernandez in the 6. And Corey Record in the 7. Mike Hanzik in the 8. Corey Parsons in the 9. Brian Larkin in the 10. Thank you guys for coming out. We're going to do podium pictures, I think, for all the A names and so forth.
I don't know what kind of setup is on it, but we're going to test it. Top three to the podium in each class. Top 3 to each class too. Top 3 in the mains to the podium. Top 3 in the mains to the podium for pictures.
Your picture.
I don't hold my car. I'll take it without it. Yo.
Joaquin DeSoto left. We have Michael Bruce and Mike Smith, B-name modified.
That's second. No, that was football dress.
Michael Bruce. Mike Smith. PTA, B-name. Top 3 shout out ball, first place. Jonathan Doe, second place. Jimmy Kelly, he left third place.
Standard.
Yeah. Express stock, TCA, first place. Second place, David Britt.
It's a fine key. You'll be okay.
Third place, Chad Weeks. All right, guys, good job. Yeah, you wrote over here, right? Yeah, the same corner I always do. Yeah, I gave you a little bit. Oh, I saw it. Hey, guess what we have in common? We all have white collars. We all use rich people. And they're all wonderful white dogs on this one so I can make them their own thing.
Thanks everyone for watching. We're gonna be back for round number 8 at Flagger RC Raceway. Thanks for watching, guys. We're gonna put the podium pictures right now. So